The novel introduces Nicholas Hole, an artist who inherits a tradition of photographing a chestnut tree planted by his great-great-grandfather. The tree symbolizes continuity, memory, and the passage of generations. After tragedy strikes his family, Nick retreats into isolation, expressing his grief through art, linking human loss to ecological awareness. His photographs become an obsessive attempt to preserve memory, symbolizing humanity's struggle against the relentless passage of time. Ultimately, his journey reflects the profound emotional connection between personal history and the natural world. Mimi Ma, an engineer and daughter of a Chinese immigrant, deeply mourns her father's suicide, struggling with her cultural identity and family expectations. Her father's precious mulberry tree represents family heritage, cultural roots, and personal resilience, serving as a living connection to her ancestors. Her grief transforms into ecological activism as she grapples with her identity, becoming a pivotal member of a group fighting to save ancient forests. Her story symbolizes the struggle between tradition and modernity, demonstrating how personal loss can catalyze broader environmental awareness. Adam Aich, fascinated with psychology since childhood, struggles to fit into society. Trees become metaphors for understanding human behavior and connections. His academic journey reflects an existential search for meaning in a complex, indifferent world, highlighting alienation and longing for belonging. He becomes involved in environmental activism as part of his studies, initially detached but gradually developing genuine commitment. Adam embodies humanity's intellectual pursuit of understanding, showing how emotional detachment can evolve into passionate engagement. Douglas Pavlichka, an Air Force veteran, experiences a life-changing event after being saved by a fig tree following a plane crash during the Vietnam War. This event symbolizes nature's power to save and transform, compelling him into a life of environmental activism and reforestation projects. Haunted by war trauma, Douglas's efforts to plant trees are attempts at personal redemption and healing. His journey illustrates how personal and ecological healing are intertwined, emphasizing the restorative power of nature after human violence. Patricia Westerford, a botanist ostracized early in her career for her groundbreaking discovery about tree communication, eventually gains recognition. Her character symbolizes scientific resilience and the interconnectedness of life. Her theories reshape humanity's understanding of forests as interconnected communities. Patricia endures skepticism and ridicule, persisting due to her profound reverence for nature. Her eventual vindication underscores the critical importance of patience and humility in scientific inquiry, encouraging deeper human respect for natural systems. Olivia Vandergriff, a free-spirited college student, experiences a profound spiritual awakening after a near-death experience. Renaming herself Maidenhair, after the resilient maidenhair tree, she represents rebirth and eco-spirituality. Olivia becomes the emotional and spiritual heart of the environmentalist group she joins. Her newfound spirituality compels her into intense, radical activism, driven by a sense of urgency and purpose. Olivia symbolizes innocence transformed into powerful ecological consciousness, embodying humanity's potential for profound emotional and spiritual connection with nature. Ray Brinkman and Dorothy Kazali, a married couple initially indifferent to nature, gradually become awakened to ecological issues after personal struggles and shared tragedies. Their journey symbolizes the possibility of transformation and connection through shared empathy, mirroring ecological interdependence. Their marriage, initially strained by personal ambitions and misunderstandings, slowly heals through their joint recognition of nature's vulnerability. Their awakening symbolizes how ordinary lives are deeply interconnected with ecological fate, emphasizing collective responsibility. Neelay Mehta, an innovative programmer paralyzed by a childhood accident involving a banyan tree, creates a highly immersive video game simulating ecosystems. His digital world symbolizes humanity's attempt to reconnect with nature virtually, representing technology's dual potential to isolate or reconnect humans with the natural world. His ambition becomes a paradox, as he seeks to capture nature digitally yet feels isolated from real nature by his physical condition. Neelay's journey explores the ethical complexities of technological advancement, questioning whether virtual ecosystems foster genuine environmental empathy or deepen humanity's separation from the natural world. The lives of these distinct characters intersect through shared environmental activism, especially centered on defending a stand of ancient redwoods from logging. Their intertwined destinies represent the interconnectedness of humans and nature, emphasizing collective responsibility and the strength of community action. They form bonds rooted in shared ideals, despite diverse backgrounds and motivations. Their collaboration symbolizes the profound realization that ecological survival requires collective action transcending individual differences. Their activism culminates in a dramatic standoff against loggers, resulting in both triumphs and deep personal losses. The conflict symbolizes humanity's destructive exploitation versus the hopeful resilience of nature and those fighting for ecological justice. The standoff, while briefly successful, leads to personal tragedy, imprisonment, and lifelong scars for the activists involved. This moment starkly illustrates both the courage necessary for ecological activism and the severe costs individuals often pay when confronting entrenched economic interests. Following the protest, the activists face severe personal consequences, including imprisonment and disillusionment. These outcomes emphasize the harsh realities of activism, illustrating personal sacrifices necessary for meaningful change and highlighting society's resistance to ecological transformation. Each character experiences profound isolation and struggles to maintain hope amidst apparent failure and societal rejection. Their plight underscores the moral complexity and ethical dilemmas involved in defending the environment against systemic exploitation. Patricia Westerford continues her scientific work, publishing influential research underscoring the profound interconnectedness of life. Despite her own personal struggles and declining health, her persistence symbolizes intellectual courage and the hope embedded in scientific truth to inspire change. Patricia's research becomes widely influential, shaping public understanding of ecological interconnectedness. Her character exemplifies the transformative power of knowledge, suggesting that true ecological awareness begins with profound understanding and humility. Nicholas Hole and Olivia Vandergriff, who fall deeply in love, tragically face loss when Olivia dies during their activism. Her death symbolizes nature's fragility and humanity's painful reckoning with loss, love, and resilience in ecological struggle. Nick's grief deepens his ecological commitment, intertwining personal loss with the broader loss humanity inflicts upon nature. Their love story, though tragic, illustrates the intense emotional stakes of environmental activism, highlighting the profound personal cost associated with ecological consciousness. Neelay Mehta's virtual ecosystems evolve beyond his control, symbolizing humanity's uncertain relationship with technological advancement. His creations question if digital representations can ever replace genuine natural connection or merely reflect humanity's longing and nostalgia for the lost wildness. His struggle reveals the paradoxical nature of technological progress, simultaneously promising control and yet fostering unforeseen consequences. Neelay ultimately confronts the limitations of virtual worlds, recognizing that technology alone cannot fully restore humanity's connection to nature. The novel concludes with a powerful reflection on nature's resilience and humanity's urgent need for ecological humility and interconnectedness. Each character's journey underscores humanity's potential for transformation through deeper ecological awareness, advocating an ethic of care toward the living world. The narrative suggests hope through acceptance and adaptation, inviting readers to reconsider their relationship with nature. Ultimately, the Overstory encourages humility and reverence toward the natural world, affirming humanity's responsibility as both caretaker and participant within a broader ecological community. What books would you like to see us summarize next? Happy learning! We will catch you in the next story.